many of you guys have a Bible with you? Bible? Awesome. All right. Okay. If you have a Bible, I want you guys to all turn to a verse in 1 Thessalonians. We'll be in chapter 5, verse 18. Chapter 5, verse 18. While you're doing that, I want to ask you a question. How many of you guys are thankful for the food you had today? Woo! How many of you are thankful that that did not just break? Yeah. How many are thankful for the food this morning? Cool beans. How many of you guys are thankful for the air conditioning in this building? How many of you are thankful for your pillow at night? I know those things. Let me ask you a question. How many of you guys are thankful for how hot it is outside? Mixed responses. How many of you guys are thankful of how early you had to get up this morning? Kind of mixed responses. All right, guys, I want to tell you a quick story before we get into the Bible verse. How many of you guys have ever heard of a woman named Corrie ten Boom? Corrie ten Boom. All right, well, Corrie ten Boom, during World War II, was a very prominent member in an organization that hid Jewish families from Nazi Germany, so they wouldn't be put in concentration camps and killed. Well, what happened was eventually, later on in her life, Corrie's family was caught by the Nazis and put in concentration camp. All right, now she and her sister ended up inside a cell, and they actually headed up a devotion inside their cell. They would preach to the other girls inside their in their camp cell. Now one day they were sitting there and they happened to notice something. They were sitting on their mattress and they would sit on it, and all of a sudden something would go. They looked. What was that? It looked like a shadow. And they found out that their cell was infested with fleas all over the place, inside the mattress, on the walls. There were dead fleas everywhere. It was nasty. And Corrie was talking to her sister, and her sister read this verse that we're about to read. Ready? Verse 1 Thessalonians, it says, "Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Jesus Christ." And she said, "Corrie, we need to give thanks for the fleas." Corrie said, "What?" "We need to give thanks for the fleas." So what I want to encourage you guys to do this week is to give thanks for the fleas. All right? And I know that sounds funny, but I want you guys to look for those circumstances where maybe we think that we are being tortured. We're going to say, "Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, it's so hot." But this verse says, give thanks in all circumstances. If it's hot outside, what kind of example would we set if we said, "I am so thankful that it is hot outside"? That sounds crazy, doesn't it? I'm so thankful that I'm tired. For me, the past couple days, it's been, I'm so thankful that I'm losing my voice, which is very hard for me. I like to talk. Guys, this verse ends with, "This is God's will for you in Christ Jesus," because we don't know what's going on. What if, because it's so hot, kids come to you saying they've got cold water and shade, and because it's so hot, that kid gets to hear the gospel? What if, because you're so tired, people see your energy even though you're tired, and they think, if they can do the motions while they're tired, I can do the motions, and that way they hear the gospel? Guys, we don't know what's going on, but God does. We're here to just be obedient, right? Right. I'll tell you a little bit at the end of that story. Corrie and her sister ended up preaching so much and so heartfelt to these other women in the concentration camp that they had a revival inside of a concentration camp. But it wasn't allowed inside of a Nazi concentration camp. You couldn't talk about Jesus in a concentration camp. But they never got caught. They never really understood why. They would always say, "I don't know, why don't the guards ever come in here?" Da, 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 da. And one day Corrie's sister comes up to her and says, "Corrie, I know why we never got caught." She says, "What?" "Because the guards avoid our room." She goes, "Why do they avoid our room?" "Because they know it's infested with fleas." Guys, we don't know the circumstances, but we do know that if we give thanks in all circumstances, if we go out there with the idea that we are here to be obedient and we're going to let God take care of the rest, I truly believe that He'll bless your sights.